and gentlemen, I am back at it again. It's been a long time, yes. Month of May, I graduated, and that kind of made May crazy. It's now June, and if you've been living under a rock for the last 3 weeks or so, you may not realize that Wargaming implemented replays into World of Tanks Blitz. And this video, I'm going to rage about replays, and I'm going to praise replays. I love them and I hate them. Well, I hate certain things. But first off, if you didn't realize that, and you don't know how to turn them on and whatnot, that is, right here in your other settings, you can turn on replays, record replays, right here. And you can adjust how many you want to save. I mean, 300 megabytes of space isn't much if you're running on a PC. If you're on a phone, it may be a bit much. Depends on how potato your phone is or your tablet. But yeah, that's how you enable it. Sharing, it's entirely different. I don't want to bother to explain that, but yeah, there's a couple other things that's changed, like reload. You can't hit, like for example, my hotkey is R, but if you're on mobile, it's in the bottom right corner. You tap that and it brings up commands. You don't have a reloading command. Instead, over your tank, there will be a bar that progresses. That's over all your friendly tanks. And if you enable it in your HUD, like right there, as you saw, you can enable it on the team list as well. Yeah. But anyways, this is about replays. There's a new tab here. Replays. Latest. Yeah. This is the UI. It's optimized for mobile devices, obviously. And this is no mobile device. So I can't expect the normal World of Tanks version of replays, but I expected something better than this. I mean, I'm glad that we have these finally, but yeah, this is how they're displayed. You can see them here. This many as you store, I store 100, and then you got a favorite tab. So if you hit the star, they become a favorite. Then you can hit the play. If you right-click them, you can upload them or delete them. My voice is cracking already. And if you go over to uploaded tabs, you'll have replays sent to you that you downloaded, like off a Discord server, or I don't know if you can post them to forums, but whatever, you can do that. And then if you want to just start playing them, hit the play button, or you go like this. What? Thank you. Technical difficulties. It's not the greatest system, but and you go here, and what can you control? You don't have free cam, so you're just stuck to how the player views the game. You can pause it, but the audio doesn't pause. Very confusing. You can play, you can fast forward, but you can't rewind, at least as far as I know. You can't take this bar and drag back. You can't drag back, you can't click back, you can't do anything. You can open the team list with, well, tab or clicking on it or tapping on it. You can hide the UI. That's something that's never been in the game before. And other than that, you can't do anything. You can have this menu come up and you can exit. But on my laptop in particular, notice that this bar here covers such a large portion of the screen. And I've tried to figure out if I can reduce that or, like, yeah, do something with it, and I can't. As far as I can tell. So yeah, that's annoying. But anyways, this is a battle where I was platooning with a friend who's relatively new to the game, and he had anniversaries in his tier 3s, and so we're playing tier 3. And I'm playing my SU-76I Ice Claw, even though it's just Claw in the game, which is a tier 3 Soviet premium tank destroyer with interestingly balanced armor, which means not at all. And we're up here against a pincer, I don't recognize it's on Rise platoon, in Kiniatsus. If you don't know, a Kiniatsu is one of the most broken tanks in the game. It was sold in 2015 in December, right before the Japanese tanks came out, for I believe $3. And Wargaming removed it from sale within, I believe, 8 to 12 hours, because it's an autocannon. It's much like the normal Kini, which my platoon mate's playing. It's got a similar gun, except the normal Kini has something like an 8-second reload, or 6. The other Kini basically, the Kini Atsu basically never stops firing. And I just did delete 2 of them. And yeah, but that's enough explaining about this. This is running in the background. Why couldn't Wargaming at least allow us to rewind the video, to pause the video, to do free cam? You know, so we can look around without just relying on the player view. I mean, they don't even have to do true free cam where you can just go around over the map. We can't ping the map. I don't know if that's a feature in PC, but it's kind of stupid and annoying, and I dislike it so much. And here I'm going to win a 2v1, and they're both pretty healthy. But I have such skill and such a balanced tank that I'll pull it out. Pull it out. Bad phrasing. Pull it off. That better? Not really. But you can see what ammo I'm using. You can see what consumables I use, obviously. You can see module damage, health. You can basically watch as if you're watching over someone's shoulder as they play. There's not a lot of interaction, and I dislike it. I also dislike that it's how the files are saved. I mean, alright. That's a mild inconvenience, I suppose. It's just a really clunky and kind of useless system for UI. Nice takedown on the T-46. He was actually kind of playing smart. This M3 Stewart, I don't know what was going on with him. I believe he's stock. He might not be, but he just didn't pen a single shot into me. He was using HE for quite a few of them, too. But yeah. So, there, I killed him. Now the game's gonna end in a couple seconds. Thanks to the massive timer on the bottom of the screen. You can't speed up the game, you can't slow down the game on PC like you can on PC. And now, it's not gonna bring you to a results screen. It's not gonna do any of that for you. You're just stuck here at the end. Once that's done, that's done. So you have to go here and you have to get exit to garage. And there, you're back to the screen, and you can go back and you can play another one. SU-76I. I'm just keeping the same tank. And I don't know if favorited ones get deleted because after you a certain amount, whatever limit you set. For example, I set it the max, which is 100. It'll start deleting replays after that, so you don't have massive, like 60 gigabytes of replays that you don't want. So that's kind of smart, but I don't know if they start deleting even favorited replays after a while. I know they get deleted once the game gets updated. So yeah, but yeah, it's kind of interesting. And as you notice, I just missed a massive shot on the T-82. And this T-82 is, I believe, kind of somewhat of a seal clipper. I mean, I'm steel clipping seals, but I'm also platooning with a friend, trying to help him grind tanks. But I see the T-82 sneaking around, and he must think I don't. And then right here, I struggle to get the gun depression and allow him to aim in. I try to angle, but his heat goes through anyway. I outload him by 5 seconds, 6 seconds. And look, he's trying to use his speed, which is actually worse than mine. And yeah, this is actually a pretty successful brawl. And now it's just a Panzerjäger, and he's gonna put one more shot into me that does damage, and then he dies. So I did get a bit of help on the Panzerjäger, but I killed the TD2 from full health and wrecked the Panzerjäger pretty easily. And I mean, this is what happens now. I can actually commentate over battles like this, actually in the game. I mean, I could do it beforehand. I could probably watch the gameplay, but it would look worse because it hasn't been processed yet and rendered properly. So I don't know. It would be interesting. because I'd basically be watching a recording of a recording, or that's what you'd be watching at the end. And poor little T18. Yeah. But yeah, I just don't particularly enjoy the system. It's kind of annoying. But yeah, yeah, that's my complaints with the replay system. I'm glad they finally added it. I just don't like the way they've implemented it. The UI is kind of iffy. But yeah. Anyways, as I said at the beginning of the video, I've not posted a video or done much in most of the month of May, entirety of the month of May. That's because I graduated May 5th, and I've just had my life. It's been busy, and I've also tried to wait to do a video until I get my PC, because I bought a PC, an actual desktop, not this laptop, and I have almost all of it. I'm missing some RAM. I need some RAM for it. A RAM, some RAM. How would you say that? I don't know. And then I need to get an OS. So that's the only things I need. But yeah, this is annoying. I expect to go to the garage, and it just freezes and stays here. Audio still goes. The clock keeps ticking, but it just, yeah. It's complicated. And background mines. But yeah, this is basically just me complaining about what they did and how they did it, and explaining why I haven't been around, and showing off that I can Steel Club really well, apparently, in a SU-76I. Like, it's 2 5K games in a row. One was a first class, one was a second class. The one that was the second class was the 1v2 or 2v1. The last one I believe was a first class. This one I can't remember off the top of my head, but I don't really care. So, in order to have comprehensive replays, I'm gonna need to, if you were to send me replays, which by the way you can totally do, I'll have an email that you can send things to in the description, if I remember. If you do send me replays, you'll have to also attach the battle results, because you don't see them. That's annoying a lot, and I don't like it, but what can we do? It's not. My biggest gripe is that it's too optimized for mobile. And features that should have, like the ability to rewind, just are non-existent. And that is stupid. I mean, a lot of people, even on mobile, want to rewind their videos. They don't want to watch it and then have to exit and restart it if they want to watch something again. They'd want to just be able to rewind. I mean, how difficult would it be to allow us to do that? That's a stock T-46, and that's a cruiser. And my armor apparently is ineffective when a cruiser 4 is shooting at it. I mean, that's kind of annoying. But yeah, it's no Panzer II-J, but it's a fun tank. And I got it for free, because there was an event a couple months ago for it. And I got the Ice Cloud camo for like 350 gold. Or is it less? I don't know. It was cheap. Unfortunately, Wargaming is doing this thing where they just, like the Cruel Twist, the Black Dog. Instead of just saying Cruel Twist, it's now the M41 Bulldog, or M41, what is it? The Kampfpanzer M41 Cruel Twist. That's how they're doing things now, and I don't particularly like that. I mean, I knew what tanks were. I could recognize them by their legendary names, legendary camo names. This is funny because this is stupid. Poor little guy in a stock T-46, and here comes a fully upgraded T-46. Nope, not fully upgraded, he doesn't have the autocannon. And look, I light him up and I burn him, and he puts it out. He's got a bit of delayed reaction times. And he almost gets me here actually because I almost screwed that up, but then I just obliterate him. It was kind of funny. Or is this the first class? The last game wasn't. One of these was a first class. I didn't ace it. And I don't want to bother to cut in the result screens. So yeah, that is the replay system. That's me, SEO Clubbing. And if you want to send me replays that you want to get featured, there's an email. And I'll remember to put it in the description. But that's it. I'm out of here, and have fun and enjoy whatever day of the week this is. I'm guessing it's going to be Monday, but that's only if I get it out tonight and uploaded. Yep. See ya.